So, in this video I am going to show how I made a Batman vs. Superman BVS Batsuit display. I made the one that's behind me about a year ago. It's cast in latex sheets that were glued down onto thin plywood that was arched around and things of that nature. Originally I made the first one that's behind me out of these patterns here that I sculpted and then did a plaster mold and then did a latex positive cast, and I made them into large sheets of probably about maybe 4 or 5 of them in a sheet, and then did the latex and pulled these out. Came out nice and it looks decent, but I just came across about a month ago from Alter Ego Studios that makes a 3D printed version of them that's made of like a Eva foam that's printed out, cut out and everything, and it's much more accurate. You can see when you compare it in front of the one I made that mine was a little on the small side and a little disproportioned in areas, and just again it's hand sculpted, so it's only going to get so accurate, where these things are digitally printed out and it's really close to the real thing. So I took the Eva foam here, the mold I got from Alter Ego Studios, and I glued it down to a thin piece of plywood, and from there I did a plaster mold off of it. I just poured a plaster mold off of it and got where there's 5 of these in a row, 5.5. It comes in a sheet of 5.5. This is a little torn up from me removing it, so it's a little damaged and all, but you can see the glue residue on the back. So I was able to get 5 of them plus one, half of one. That's the way these patterns come, and got a plaster negative mold. And then I took and brushed in latex, did 2 layers, and got a nice decent latex positive out of the plaster mold. And this is the result, what it looks like. It's latex, flimsy. It didn't take a whole lot of latex, but it took probably about a day and a half to do 2 layers and let it dry. But this is what it looks like finished. There goes the half of one at the end and then the 5. Okay, so here's what the original one looked like, and as you can see in the center there's no panels. That's because the dummy, the mannequin, blocks it, so there's no sense making all these extra little pieces and putting them there when they're going to be covered. It's just wasting time and material and money. Now I'm going to start tearing the old panels off to make room to put the new ones on. So I got the wall stripped, and I had put this up, pre-put this up ahead of time. Basically glued it, measured where the other piece is going to go to here. So I pre-glued this up ahead of time. Now I'm going to glue this down. And I'm using, it's a heavy duty headliner and carpet adhesive. So it's a really strong adhesive. Big piece I've already rolled up so I can actually put it on and roll it out as I go along. Now that I've got the textured pieces glued down onto the wall, I'm going to take a flat gray primer and spray paint over top of it to give it the gray look. Well, that's pretty much it. Got the basic primer coat down, and now it's just a matter of letting it dry and putting my Batman mannequin on there and see how it looks with the Batman mannequin.